Hello and welcome to Replacement Player Baseball. Today, we're going to see Game 2 between the Cubs and Padres in San Diego. The Cubs took Game 1 out of a 7-1 decision, and now they're coming back for Game 2, trying to clinch a series victory here in San Diego. We see that the Cubs lineup today is going to include Brent Suter on the mound. He's making appearance number 11. With a 2-3 record, he has a 3.71 ERA and a 1.02 WHIP. Cubs lineup will be Hoerner, Correa, Santana, Harper, Springer, Tauchman, Estrada, Ramos, and Suter batting ninth. For the Padres, Zach Davies is going to be on the mound. He is making start number 13 with a 6-2 record. He has a 2.88 ERA and a 1.15 WHIP. The Padres lineup will be Myers, Grisham, Tatis, Machado, Cordero, Suzuki, Wong, Lawrence, and Davies batting ninth. It is a beautiful 71 degrees here in San Diego, where the weather is always pleasant and the wind is blowing out to right at a gentle 8 mph. And now it is time to begin today's game. The Cubs, for their part, are coming into this game with a 39-20 record and looking to expand on a 9.5 game lead in the Central Division standings. Standing in at the plate is Nico Hoerner. Zach Davies, the righty, is on the mound for the Padres. He is looking for the sign. And here comes the pitch. And there's a swing and a miss for strike three. So Hoerner, who has hit in 10 straight games, strikes out to lead off the game. Correa now the batter with one out, nobody on. Davies working with a 2-2 count. Here comes the pitch. And Correa swings and misses for strike three. That was a cutter. And that dove right under his bat for out number 2. Danny Santana now batting. 2 outs and nobody on. Santana waiting for the 2-2 pitch. And there's a grounder over to first. The first baseman picks it up and steps on the base to end the inning. So the Cubs go down in order. We go down to the bottom of the first of a 0-0 ball game. Suter on the mound, facing off with Padres leadoff hitter Wil Myers. Suter, with a 1-strike count, is looking to deliver the pitch to Myers. And there's a pop-up to right. Chasing toward his right is Bryce Harper. He gets under it to put it away for out number 1. Next up is Grisham. 1 out, nobody on. Trent Grisham waiting for the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. There's a devastating sinker, and that is out number 2. Tatis now the batter. 2 outs and nobody on. Full count pitch to Fernando Tatis. And that is ball 4 low. The umpire might have squeezed him right there. But Tatis takes the walk. I guess it's better than a home run. And now Manny Machado is the batter. 2 outs, and the runner is on first. Suter working with a 1-strike count. And a liner into center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Springer cuts it off. The throw goes to third. The runner goes to third. The slide. And he is going to be safe. So Tatis advances first to third on the Machado single. And now with 2 outs, runners on the corners, Franchy Cordero is going to be the batter for the Padres. Suter working from the stretch with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. 1 strike is the count. Here comes the pitch and a pop-up to left. This should be routine. Tauchman heading over to his left and making the catch to end the inning. So the Padres strand 2. They do not score. We're going to the top of the second of a 0-0 ball game. Zach Davies facing Bryce Harper in the top of the second inning. 2-2 is the count. Davies delivers, and there's a pop-up to center. Going back toward the gap is right center field. The center fielder makes the catch for out number 1. Springer now batting with 1 out, nobody on. Springer waiting for the 1-ball pitch. And that is hit. He hits him in the shoulder. Man, that looks like it might have hurt. So out. With 1 out, the runner is on first, and it brings up Mike Tauchman. Top of the second inning, Davies working to Tauchman with a 2-2 count. And Tauchman grounds it to first. The throw goes to second, however, there's no relay to first. So the double play is broken up. There's now 2 outs and a runner on first, with Thairo Estrada the next batter. Top of the second inning, Estrada batting, trying to help the Cubs break through in this scoreless ball game. 1 ball is the count, and Estrada grounds it to first. This time the first baseman picks it up, wins the foot race to the bag to end the inning. The Cubs strand a runner, they do not score. We are going to the bottom of the second of a scoreless affair. Suzuki facing Suter here in the bottom of the second inning, leading off for the Padres. Suzuki waiting for the full count pitch. Suter delivers. Grounder towards second. Horner charges. He throws to first, and that is out number 1. Ramos now the batter. Ramos the catcher. Wong is the batter with 1 out, nobody on. Suter with the 1-1 count. Here comes the pitch. And a grounder to short. Correa has this one. He throws to first. That is out number 2. Next up is Torrens with 2 outs and nobody on. Suter working with a 2-strike count. Here is the pitch and a check swing for strike 3, so the inning is over. Padres retired in order. We go to the top of the third. Still scoreless in San Diego. Ramos now leading off for the Cubs in the top of the third inning against Zach Davies. Here's the 1-1 count and the pitch to Ramos, and he's going to ground that one to first. Picked up, thrown to the pitcher covering, and that is out number 1. Suter, the pitcher, is now batting with 1 out, nobody on. Suter 1 for 12 on the season, waiting for the 3-1 pitch. That is grounded to short. The shortstop has it. He throws to first for out number 2. Horner now the batter. 2 outs, nobody on. 1 strike is the count to Nico Horner, and that is a looper into center field. That is going to be a diving catch. The center fielder Grisham with an excellent defensive play to end the inning. Cubs go down in order. We go down to the bottom of the third of a scoreless ball game. Zach Davies, the pitcher, leading off for the Padres in the bottom of the third inning. Full count. Suter delivering the pitch. That is a swing and a miss for strike 3. Big curveball right there. Suter got him to swing and miss for the first out of the inning. Will Myers now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. 1-1 is the count to Will Myers, and he's going to pop it up on the infield in foul territory. The catcher chasing, and he puts it away for out number 2. Now Trent Grisham the batter. 2 outs, nobody on. First pitch to Trent Grisham, and he lines that one into left. Tauschman chasing. He plays it on a hop. That'll be a 2-out single for Trent Grisham. Next up is Tatis with 2 outs and the runner on first. Tatis facing Suter with a 3-1 count, and that is low. It is ball 4, so the walk is issued. And now Suter working again with 2 outs, 2 men on, this time in the bottom of the third inning. Suter really needs to focus on Machado right here and get him out to get out of this inning. Suter facing Machado with 2 outs, 2 men on. 2-2 is the count. Here's the pitch and a grounder to first. Picked up by the first baseman, Santana. He makes the play, and the inning is over. So the Padres strand 2, they do not score. We go to the top of the fourth of a 0-0 ball game. Carlos Correa stepping up to the plate to lead off the top of the fourth inning for the Cubs. Zach Davies working with a 1-strike count. Here is the pitch. Correa lines it right up the middle. That is a base hit, and his hitting streak is extended as he has the Cubs' first base hit of this ball game. Correa now with 19 straight games, and he is on first with a single, bringing up Danny Santana. Nobody out, 1 man on. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and Santana swings and misses for strike 3. So Santana heads back to the dugout. Davies has strikeout number 3, and Bryce Harper's the next batter. 1 out, 1 man on. 3-0 pitch, and Harper takes high for ball 4. So now there are runners on first and second with 1 out, and George Springer is the next batter. Correa is the lead runner. He's really not a good runner. And Harper is on first. He's better, but not great. And Torrens, yeah, he's a really good defensive catcher. So this is just a bad combination. Springer facing Davies now with 1 out. Runners on first and second here in the top of the fourth inning. Here is the first pitch to George Springer, and he's going to line that one right at the third baseman. Everybody dives back to their base to avoid being doubled off. And that is the second out of the inning. Mike Tauschman now the batter with 2 outs, 2 men on, top of the 4th. Tauschman 0 for 1 today, facing Davies. 2-1 is the count. Here is the pitch to Mike Tauschman, and he pops it up to center. Coming in fast is that center fielder Grisham. He looks up and puts it away to end the inning. So the Cubs strand 2. They do not score. We are going to the bottom of the 4th of a scoreless ball game. Cordero facing off against Suter to lead off the bottom of the 4th inning. 1 strike is the count. Suter delivers the pitch and a grounder to first. Santana has it. He flips to the pitcher covering, and that is out number 1. Next up is Suzuki with 1 out, nobody on. Suter working with the first pitch, and Suzuki pops it up to center. Coming in fast is Springer. He's going to get there, and he puts it away for out number 2. Wong now the batter. 2 outs and nobody on. 1-2 is the count to Colton Wong, and he grounds it over to third. Estrada has this one. The throw to first, and Wong is retired to end the inning. The Padres go down in order. We go to the top of the 5th of a scoreless ball game. Estrada facing Davies here in the top of the 5th inning. Davies, on 57 pitches, is going to face the 7, 8, 9 batters in the Cub lineup here in the top of the 5th. First pitch to Thairo Estrada, and he is going to ground that one over to first. That's picked up, and stepping on the base is the first baseman. Score that one 3 unassisted for the first out of the inning. Ramos now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. First pitch to Wilson Ramos, and he grounds it up the middle. The second baseman has this one, throwing to first for out number 2. Suter now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Suter facing Davies with a 1-1 count. Here comes the pitch, and a grounder over to third, picked up by Tatis. He throws to first to end the inning. The Cubs go down in order again. We go to the bottom of the 5th of a 0-0 ball game. Suter now facing Torrens to lead off the bottom of the 5th inning for the Padres. Here's a full count pitch from Suter, and he gets the ground ball to second. Horner plays it in short right field. The throw over to first for the first out of the inning. Davies now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. 1 ball is the count to Zach Davies, and there's a grounder to second. This time Horner charges. He throws to first again for out number 2. Will Myers the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Suter facing Myers. First pitch. Here comes the delivery, and a pop-up behind third base. Going back is Estrada. He calls for it, and he makes the play to end the inning. The Padres go down in order. We go to the top of the 6th. Still tied up at 0. Nico Horner, Cubs leadoff hitter, is going to lead off in the top of the 6th inning as the Cubs try to break this scoreless tie. Horner facing Davies. 2-2 is the count. Here's the pitch, and Horner pops it up to center. Grisham chasing toward right center, and he makes the play for out number 1. Now Correa's the batter. He's 1 for 2 today. Has the Cubs only hit in this ball game. Coming up with 1 out, nobody on. 2-1 is the count to Correa. Here comes the pitch, and Correa pops it up behind first base. Chasing down the right field line is the first baseman, who makes the catch for out number 2. Santana the batter. 2 outs, nobody on. Santana facing Davies, top of the 6th inning. First pitch to Danny Santana, and he drives that one to the gap in right center field. That's going to be 1 hop to the wall. Santana will have extra bases. He's rounding second and stopping with a 2-out double. So the Cubs have just doubled their hit total for the day off of Santana's double to right center field. Bryce Harper now the batter with 2 outs and the runner on second. Top of the 6th inning. Cubs have the runner in scoring position and a chance to break this game open here in the top of the 6th. Davies facing Harper with a 1-ball count. Here comes the pitch, and Harper drives it down the left field line, chasing toward the warning track, and it's going to be in the seats. Bryce Harper has just given the Cubs a 2-run lead in the top of the 6th inning. 394 feet down the left field line, and the Cubs now have a 2-0 lead. Bryce Harper with his 4th home run of the season and 15 RBIs for his total now. So George Springer is the next batter. 2 outs and nobody on. Cubs staging a 2-out rally here in the 6th inning. Davies working with a 2-1 count. Here is the pitch to Springer. and a grounder over to short. Picked and thrown to first. That will end the inning. So the Cubs score twice on the Harper home run. We are going to the bottom of the 6th of a 2-0 ball game. Suter on the mound. He's facing Grisham here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1 strike is the count. Suter looks to deliver the pitch, and there's a liner into center field. That's going to be a base hit. So Grisham has a leadoff single as he stops at first with a wide turn. And now Tatis is the batter. Is Grisham Oh, yes. Grisham is a good base runner. So we're going to have to pay very close attention to him. I feel like that we're going to pitch out on the first pitch here. See what happens. Here it comes. That's a foul ball. He threw a curveball there. I don't know why, unless if I did the wrong thing. Oh, pitch around is what I did. All right. So we're going to pitch out. With 1 strike count and a runner on first, we're pitching out here. The throw, and the runner does not go. So a 1-1 count. Pitch to the batter here. 1-1 is the count, and there's a foul ball, so the runner cannot advance. 1-2 now is the count. And now we'll have a throw over to first, see if we can catch him napping, but Grisham is back standing up. All right. With a 1-2 count, Suter facing Tatis with the runner on first, bottom of the 6th inning. Here comes the pitch, and a not a ground ball, a foul ball. So that is Tatis staying alive to see another pitch from Suter. Let's see what happens here. 1-2 is the count. Grounder over to first. Santana has it. He steps on the base, and that'll be out number 1. That'll act as a sacrifice as the runner advances to second, and now Machado is the batter. 1 out, 1 man on. Cubs up by 2 in the bottom of the 6th inning. We're going to pitch out on the first pitch and see what happens here. They're going to send the runner. We pitch out. The runner does not go. All right. So now we're going to pitch the batter with a 1-ball count, and let's see what we get. There's a fastball for a strike. Good pitch right there by Suter. What are we going to get next? Pitch to the batter again. 1-1 count. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2. Suter looking really good with a fastball there, throwing it by Machado. And now, with a 1-2 count, Suter is going to go ahead and deliver, and that is a pop-up to right. Coming in fast is Harper. He gets under it and makes the catch for out number 2. The ball was shallow enough that the runner could not tag up and advance to third. So now, Cordero is the batter with 2 outs, and the runner's still on second. We're going to throw to second just to see if we can catch him napping. Quick throw to second, and he is safe. All right, pitch to the batter. 2 outs, 1 man on. There's a liner into center field. Springer coming in fast, and he makes the play to end the inning. So the Padres strand a runner. They do not score. We're going to the top of the 7th of a 2-0 ball game. And now, let me see here. Oh, I had it right there. All right, so Tauschman facing Davies. Top of the 7th inning. Cubs up by 2, looking for some insurance runs. Here's a 2-strike count. And the pitch from Zach Davies, and there is a grounder to first. I feel like that's happened about 6 times in this game. Myers has really gotten a workout over there at first today. Next up is Estrada with 1 out, nobody on. 2-2 is the count. Here's the pitch to Estrada, and he swings and misses for strike 3. That was a cutter down and away for the 2nd out of the inning. Ramos now the batter with 2 outs, nobody on. Davies facing Ramos with a full count. Here comes the pitch. And a liner into right. Chasing is the right fielder. He's going to play it on a hop. And that is a 2-out single for Wilson Ramos. Now, Suter has thrown 85 pitches in this game. I would really like to send him out to pitch in the bottom of the 7th inning. But we have a runner on first. The runner is not particularly fast in Ramos. And to send up a pinch hitter with 2 outs and the runner on first, I'd almost have to use a pinch hitter and a pinch runner to make full use of this scenario. So we're not going to do that. We're going to let Suter swing away and just kind of see what happens. Here's the 2-strike count and the pitch, and Suter strikes out looking to end the inning. So we go now To the bottom of the 7th, it is time to stretch here in San Diego. The Cubs are up by 2. Suter is going to face the 6, 7, and 8 batters in the Padres lineup in the bottom of the 7th inning. Suter working with a 3-1 count. Here comes the pitch. That is a grounder up the middle. The shortstop Correa has it. He does not throw to first. It'll be an infield single. So Suter now with a runner on first, working from the stretch, and that is going to rouse activity in the Cub bullpen. We are going to see... So by the time, you know what, we're going to warm up 2. We're going to warm up the lefty Taylor, and we're going to warm up the righty Birdie. So in the bottom of the 7th inning, with a runner on first, nobody out, Suter is working to Valera, who is pinch hitting for the Padres here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The switch hitting Valera steps up from the right side. He has 7 RBIs and a .346 batting average on the season. Suter working with a 2-2 count. Here is the pitch to Valera, and there's a grounder to third. Diving play, the throw goes to second, and it's dropped. Oh, the third baseman Estrada made an excellent play to keep the ball in the infield, but then the throw sails into right field, and that allows everybody to be safe. So now Suter working with the tying run on base, nobody out in the bottom of the 7th inning. We're going to visit the mound. Everybody's warming up. Torrens is the batter with nobody out, runners on first and second, and Suter has a jam to work his way out of right here. He is pitching to Torrens with nobody out, first and second. 2-2 is the count, and he gets the grounder up the middle. Suter takes it himself. He throws to second, the relay to first, and there's a 1-6-3 double play. So Suter got exactly what he needed out of that scenario with the ground ball up the middle. And now Abraham Almonte is the pinch hitter for the Padres. He is stepping up as a pinch hitter. He has 1 home run, 6 RBIs, and a .222 batting average. Suter has thrown 102 pitches with 2 outs and the runner on third here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And Suter is going to go ahead and hit the showers. We're going to bring in Birdie to pitch and hopefully get the final out in the 7th inning. Birdie is going to come in as part of a double switch, because what's going to happen is we're actually going to put Birdie in the number 8 spot so that he can pitch. And Amaya is going to come in and bat in the number 9 spot and catch. Now, Birdie is facing Almonte, who turns around to bat from the left side here in the bottom of the 7th inning with 2 outs and the runner on third. Here is the full count pitch from Birdie. He is looking for the sign. And here's the pitch. It is low and away for ball 4. Birdie issues the walk. And now Peterson is the batter. So Jace Peterson comes off the Padres bench. He is going to pinch hit in the bottom of the 7th inning with runners on the corners and 2 outs. And now, because they've committed to the lefty, they have the lefty Peterson and the lefty Grisham both coming up. Now we bring in Blake Taylor to pitch to the next 2 lefties in the Padres lineup. Taylor coming in from the bullpen. He's thrown 26 innings, walked 10, struck out 26 with a 1.73 ERA. And just for good measure, we're going to go ahead and warm up Liam Hendricks. So now with 2 outs, runners on the corners, Taylor facing Peterson in the bottom of the 7th inning. Here's the 1-ball count. Blake Taylor looking to deliver the pitch. He gets the sign, and here it comes, and a grounder toward the mound. The pitcher has it. He throws to first, and the inning is over. So the lead is preserved. The Padres strand 2. We go to the top of the 8th of a 2-0 ball game. And now Jacob Nix is coming out of the Padres bullpen. He is going to, well, he has thrown 36 innings, walked 8, struck out 45 with an ERA of 4. Nix is going to face the top of the Cubs lineup in the top of the 8th inning. Horner leading the way for the Cubs. He's 0 for 3 today. Coming up with a 2-2 count. Nix looking to deliver the pitch. Here it comes. And a grounder toward third. Picked up and thrown over to first. That's going to be out number 1. Correa now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. Correa facing Nix with a 2-1 count. Here comes the pitch to Correa. And he's going to line that one past the shortstop into left field. That's Correa's second hit of today's ball game. And he actually has 40% of the Cubs' hits today. So he's now standing at first with 1 out. And Danny Santana is the next batter. Correa would represent an insurance run for the Cubs as Santana faces Nix from the left side in the top of the 8th inning. 1-2 is the count. Santana swings and misses for strike 3. So Nix gets him to swing and miss at the changeup for out number 2. And now Bryce Harper is the batter. Harper has the difference in this ball game. He hit the 200 home run in the 6th, which gave the Cubs their current lead. He is 1 for 2 with a home run in today's game. Nix facing Harper. Top of the 8th inning. Full count. Nix delivers. That is low. It is ball 4. So Harper takes his base. He stands on first as Springer is the next batter for the Cubs. Top of the 8th inning. 2 outs, 2 men on. George Springer is 0 for 2 today. He was waiting for the 1-strike pitch, and Springer grounds it toward third. Picked up and thrown to second to retire the runner and end the inning. So the Cubs strand 2. They do not score. We go to the bottom of the 8th of a 2-0 ball game. Now, Blake Taylor is still on the mound for the Cubs. Liam Hendricks is warming. And Trent Grisham is the batter. Grisham 2 for 3 today, facing the lefty Taylor in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Padres are down by 2, and they are down to 6 outs remaining in this game. Taylor working. Here's the first pitch to Grisham, and there's a pop-up to center. Going out is the shortstop Correa. He calls for it. Wait, and he plays it on a hop? Grisham apparently has an infield single on that. I don't have any idea what Correa was thinking right there. So now there's a runner on first, and Tatis comes up with a chance to tie the ball game. We're going to visit the mound. Liam Hendricks is ready to come into the game. And Hendricks, well, so interestingly enough, the guy that I would probably swap Hendricks in for is Tauschman, who is literally due to lead off the next inning. So we're just going to go ahead and put Hendricks in the number 8 spot, and the pitcher's spot will come up third next inning. With nobody out, the runner on first, Tatis facing Hendricks in the bottom of the 8th inning. Here comes the 1-strike pitch from Liam Hendricks. He is looking for the sign. And here comes the pitch, and there's a liner into right. Harper chasing. He dives, and he makes the catch. Bryce Harper with an excellent defensive play. That is not a catch that every right fielder is going to make. So Machado now the batter with 1 out, 1 man on. Hendricks working against Machado. 1-2 is the count. Liam Hendricks delivers, and strike 3 is called. A fastball on the inside corner at 98. And there was nothing that Machado was going to do with that, except maybe saw off his bat right above the hands. So now Cordero's the batter with 2 outs and the runner on first. Hendricks facing Cordero in the bottom of the 8th inning. 2-ball count. Hendricks delivers, and a liner into center field. Coming in is Springer. He's going to play it on a hop. The throw goes to third as the runner stops at second. So the Padres now have first and second with 2 outs, and Suzuki is the next batter. Bottom of the 8th inning, Suzuki facing Hendricks, and we're just going to go ahead and we're going to warm up Edwin Diaz because we're going to visit the mound. He says he feels good. He really does. Suzuki facing Hendricks with 2 outs, runners on first and second in the bottom of the 8th inning. Here's a 2-2 count, and the pitch is a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Hendricks punches him out to end the inning. The Padres strand 2. We go to the top of the 9th of a 2-0 ball game. So Edwin Diaz is going to sit down. He is ready to come into this game. Mike Tauschman is going to lead off against Jacob Nix here in the top of the 9th inning. Cubs up by 2, looking for some insurance runs. 2-2 is the count. Tauschman waiting for the pitch, and that is a swing and a miss at a pitch that was low and away. Curveball dives down away from him, and that's the first out of the inning. Estrada now the batter. Estrada is 0 for 3 today. Nick's on the mound. We're going to go ahead and... So Casas, well, he's not exactly a defensive upgrade. We're going to go ahead and let Estrada bat. We'll have Casas pinch hit for Hendricks for the next batter up. So Nick's facing Estrada. 1-2 is the count. Jacob Nix with the pitch. And there's a liner into the gap in left center field. Look at that. Estrada showing off that he has the trust of his manager with a 1-out double here in the top of the 9th inning. So now, with Estrada on second and 1 out, the pitcher's spot is up. And this is where we're going to pinch hit with Tristan Casas. So Casas comes into the game. He is going to bat from the left side. He's 0 for 9 on the season, facing Jacob Nix with 1 out and the runner on second, top of the 9th. Cubs looking for insurance runs here in the 9th inning. The pitcher... Oh, they're going to intentionally walk Casas. They're just going to put him on first. So now, with first and second and 1 out, Miguel Amaya is the next batter. We're going to get Diaz up to make sure that he's ready to come into the game in the event that Amaya would ground into a double play. So Nick's now facing Amaya. 1 out, 2 men on. Here's the first pitch to Miguel Amaya, and he lines that one past the third baseman in the left field. Rounding third and heading... No, stopping. Rounding third and stopping is Estrada. So the Cubs now have the bases loaded with 1 out, and Nico Horner is the batter. Horner has really been a feel-good story this season for the Cubs. He's coming up with the bases loaded 1 out in the top of the 9th inning. Cubs looking to expand this 2-0 lead. Nick's now facing Horner with a 1-strike count. And Horner lines it into right field. That's going to be another base hit. It goes all the way into the corner. 1 run scores. 2 runs are going to score. The throw comes back into the infield. Horner is going to have a bases clearing triple, and the Cubs now have a 5-0 lead in the top of the 9th inning. Nico Horner coming through with a clutch RBI triple. He now has 35 RBIs on the season, and the Cubs now are the proud owners of a 5-0 lead. So Carlos Correa now stepping up for the Cubs with 2 outs, nobody on. Nick's facing Correa in the top of the 9th inning. Here's the 2-strike count and the pitch. And there's a liner into left. That's going to be another base hit. Scoring from third is Horner. Correa looks like he's heading for a double. And he's going to slide in safely to second with an RBI double in the top of the 9th inning. The Cubs now have a 6-run lead. Edwin Diaz is actually going to be sat down. And instead... Junior Fernandez... We're going to see if we can get him warmed up in time. Diaz is warmed up, and I wouldn't have a problem pitching him. So the Padres brought in their own Diaz, Miguel Diaz, coming out of the Padres bullpen. With 29 innings thrown, he has 21 walks, 51 strikeouts, and a 4.66 ERA. So the Padres Diaz is going to face the Cubs Santana with 2 outs and the runner on second here in the top of the 9th inning. Santana 1 for 4 today, batting from the left side with 2 outs and a 2-1 count in the top of the 9th inning. Diaz looking for the sign, and he delivers the pitch. There's a grounder over to first. The first baseman picks it up, steps on the base, and that will end the inning. So the Cubs, score 3 times, take a 5-run lead into the bottom of the 9th inning. So I'm just going to check the game log here. Yes, I know that I have a... Yeah, I'm aware of that. All right, Junior Fernandez, you're coming in to pitch. Yes. You're pitching. So somewhere along the way, in that 9th inning, I must have missed a play. Oh, I see what happens. All right, Nico Horner tried to advance to third, and he was thrown out. He was the 2nd out of the inning. So that's why when Correa doubled, he did not drive in Horner. Horner was not on base. So that's why the Cubs only have a 5-0 lead. I follow now. All right. So Junior Fernandez coming in out of the Cub bullpen, he will be staked to the 5-run lead here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Fernandez has thrown 29 innings, walked 14, struck out 38 with a 3.72 ERA. He's going to face 7, 8, 9 batters in the Padres lineup in the bottom of the 9th. Fernandez working. Here is the first pitch to Campusano. And here it comes. That's a pop-up behind second base. That's going to drop into no man's land for a leadoff single. So the Padres have a runner on first. And now Torrens the batter. Nobody out, one man on. Here is the first pitch to Torrens. And he's going to line it into right field. That's going to drop in for another base hit as Harper plays it on a hop. And now suddenly the Padres are trying to mount a rally here in the 9th. First 2 runners have reached. Edwin Diaz, he's saying you should have brought me in. Fernandez now facing Hosmer coming off the Padres bench. Fernandez facing Hosmer with nobody out. Runners on first and second in the bottom of the 9th inning. Cubs nursing along a 5-run lead. Here's a 2-2 pitch from Junior Fernandez. And that is outside. No, a strike 3 is called. Wow. So the changeup grabs the outside corner. The umpire maybe giving him a generous call right there for the first out of the inning. Jace Peterson now the batter with 1 out, 2 men on. Here's the 2-strike count to Jace Peterson, and that's a grounder towards second. The throw, oh, and Horner bobbles it. Horner bobbles it. He tries to recover and throw to first, but now the bases are loaded. That should have been an inning-ending, a game-ending double play, and Horner bobbled the ball. That is the second Cub error of this game. And now Trent Grisham is the batter with 1 out and the bases loaded. And now we're going to bring in Edwin Diaz. Diaz is going to step onto the mound looking for the save. He's thrown 24 innings, walked 5, struck out 46 with a 1.12 ERA. Diaz facing Grisham with 1 out, bases loaded in the bottom of the 9th. Here is the 1-strike count. Diaz looking for the sign. Grisham standing in. Here's the pitch. And there's a liner right back at the pitcher. He throws to second to try to double off the runner, but the throw is late. So that's the second out of the inning. Diaz with excellent reflexes, preventing a base hit from getting into center field right there. And now Tatis is the batter. The National League home run leader steps up with the bases loaded. 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th inning. Cubs up by 5. Diaz facing Tatis with a 1-1 count. Edwin Diaz delivers. There's a liner past the shortstop into left field. 1 run's going to score. The throw comes home, and Tatis has an RBI single as the Padres get their first run of the ball game in the bottom of the 9th inning. Cubs now have a 5-1 lead, and Manny Machado is the batter. Bases are still loaded. There are still 2 outs. Cubs up by 4. Diaz working. 2-2 is the count. Here comes the pitch, and that is high. No, it is strike 3 called. So the game is over. The umpire, man, that pitch looked like it was high, but the umpire gave him the benefit of the doubt, and Diaz ends the game with a strikeout. So now the Cubs are victorious. They get 5 runs on 9 hits with 2 errors. The Padres 1 run on 9 hits with no errors. The player of today's game is the Cubs' Brent Suter. He went 6 2/3 innings with 4 hits, no runs, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. And then the Cub bullpen managed to close out the game and preserve the lead despite the error being committed in the 9th inning. Diaz earns his 14th save out of the bullpen. He threw the final 2 outs of the game. And the Cubs, let's see here. The Cubs' offensive player of the game is probably Nico Horner. He had the RBI double that cleared the bases in the 9th inning, gave him the 5 runs. And Harper hit the 2-run homer that gave him the initial lead. So the Cubs improved to 40-20 as the Padres dropped to 35-28. Thank you for watching Replacement Player Baseball.